Well, buddy, congratulations on your pole position tonight. Lockie sort of hung in there for a couple of laps, but you managed to stretch a lead in towards the end.
Yeah, okay, well, that's good. No, car felt good. We tried a bit of setup there and that one to see if we're going to use it for the features. So, car felt good, and we'll see where we end up.
Mate, she was high, wide and handsome. You're up on the wall.
Yeah, I thought they were being graded for a reason, so we may as well use it.
Okay, big question. Kratzmann's BK Trading Challenge. Invert the field to 14th. You willing to take the challenge, buddy?
What's the deal on that one?
Well, I think it's 1,500 to win, and then we tack a 5 extra laps on it for you. Oh, yeah. You start out at 14.
Ask John if we'll go to make it 2 and we'll have a crack.
I'll go next door. I'll ask the question. Hang on a sec.
Oh, here we go. JK, you make it $2,000, you probably take it.
All right, we'll come next door. We'll talk to the boss. Hang on a sec. We're going to make it $2,000, John?
Yep.
$2,000,
$2,000 out of 14, buddy. You going to invert it?
Yeah, we'll give it a crack.
We're going from 14.
All right, we are going on a BK challenge. Kratzmann, get your wallet out. Well done, buddy. There we go, $2,000 on the line.
Cody Morosky, great to see him back in amongst the field as well. Mitch Gallen, the little team that could right in the middle of it. He will start out of position 5 with Brett Kratzmann. Starting out of position 6. Up on the camera right now is the number 17. He's got the work to do. He's inverted the field. The Mud Buddy number 17. Get up on your seats, nearly said Merriman. Get up on your seats here at Ozdeck Patios Archerfield Speedway, because we are about to let fly for 35. Let's let them loose. Time to rip the lip and get in where you fit in. Down through 1 and 2, and it's Randy Morgan on the high side. Woods wants to battle about it, but he can't fight off Morgan. He'll lead him away. Woods settles down in a second spot. It is on for Young and Old for 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th. Cody Morosky right in amongst it. Keep an eye on the Bud Buddy machine for me, Trev. As they fly down the back straight. Oh, he gets into the back of Tidman. Archerfield's right up on the boards and right in the middle of it. Randy Morgan leads this one. Down the back straight. Woodsy still settling down into 2nd spot. Up into 3rd. Comes Cody Morosky. Liam McGeady sits down in 4th. Oh, you're kidding! Luke Archerfield will do it all again, but this time from 20th. As the car skids across the racetrack right in front of the tower, Trev.
Yeah, what happened there was he was on the high side and Mitch Gallen got all crossed up out of turn 4, and Luke tried to overcorrect it and he had to spin the car basically or run into Gallen, and then had to stop it because it was going to hit the wall. So, man, I tell you what though, he was up in the 9th spot already, and after the first lap I'm sure he was already in 10th.
Yeah, Mr. Excitement, the wild child, Lightning Luke Archerfield, finds himself in the top 6. Titman right in amongst it with Mitch Gallen there as well. Andrew Shirley coming forward with Lockie McHugh. 32 laps left in the bank, single file past the cone, and we go racing. Driving down into 1 and 2 one more time. Morgan still leading this one. Everybody gets through nice and clean. Yes, they do. Oldfield gets up underneath of Davey Wells, threads the needle on the outside of Christy Bonzi and tries to move himself up 2 more spots. Morgan leads this one down the back straight from Alan Woods. Cody Morosky under all sorts of pressure from Brian Mann at the moment. Then we go back to Lambert. Kratzmann, Shirley's the next one in the queue. Tidman back to Lockie McHugh. Oldfield trying to get these cars out of the way. $2,000 up on offer for him if he can win the 35 lap feature. The 18-year-old strikes off another one, Randy Morgan. Wood sits on the high side. Morosky down low. He's under all sorts of pressure now from Brian Mann. Manny up on the high side on the boards. Morosky sits down on the low side through 1 and 2. Mann gets the job done and moves himself to 3rd spot. Tidman gets checked up by Lockie McHugh. got one up near the fence. That looks like Peter Lack. Keeping an eye on the 17. He's right on the hammer now of Andrew Corbett. Goes to the boards. Oh, Lack checks up. Keeps the car on all four wheels. Looking for the leaders now, coming out at 3 and 4. It's still Randy Morgan, Alan Woods. Brian Mann starting to get right in amongst it in third spot. Cody Morosky still hanging on to fourth. Back to Andrew Shirley, Anthony Lambert, Brent Kratzman and Lockie McHugh. Then we go back to Kevin Tippin and Mitch Gowland, still in the top 10. Watching for him coming through turns 3 and 4, and it is still Randy Morgan out front in the middle, and the Morgan Middle Corp number 54 machine. He's got about 2.5, 3 car lengths over Alan Woods at the moment. Who's got Brian Mann on the downside? Sitting on the inside of Woods as they dive into 1 and 2. The top 3 cars, you can almost throw a blanket over them as they come up into the traffic. Morgan, Woods, Mann, back to Morosky. Then we go back to Shirley, Kratzman, Lockie McHugh, Lambert, Tickman, Hilda. Here comes Archerfield, finally gets around the outside of Mitch Gowland. Oh, Morgan gets it crossed up. Hangs on to the lead just. No, sorry, Morosky gets him, coming across the strike, the new leader. Here's Cody Morosky through 1 and 2. Down the back straight. Morosky leads. Randy Morgan, Alan Woods, Brian Mann into third, Alan Woods fourth. Archerfield giving chase to Hilda. Super busy down on the racetrack at the moment. Morgan gets down up underneath Davey Well. Our leader Morosky's got a good gap at the moment. Over second and third. Shirley, Kratzman and Lockie McHugh trying to get through the field. Kratzman sticks the nose down underneath Shirley. Can't get the job done this time. Oh, Kratzman keeps it green, keeps the BK trading machine going. Lap starting to wind down, we're over halfway home, 14 left to run. It's Morosky leading this one. The 18-year-old Randy Morgan still settles back there in second spot. Brian Mann, Andrew Shirley and Lockie McHugh the top 5. Luke Archerfield sits in the top 8 at the moment. Laps now starting to wind down. Archerfield will be looking for a yellow. McHugh wheels up in the Seedle number 23. Here comes Shirley now right on the bell. Oh, we got cars spread out across the racetrack. And that's the yellow light, Trev, that Luke Archerfield will be looking for.
Archerfield's up to 9th. He's back to where he was before.
Kevy Britton in there as well. Christy Bonzi's still circulating, and Davey Well, that's your starters. Lights are out. We are going to go green this time by. Morosky says, righto boys, my turn to lead this time, and we're 10 laps to go this time by. Just watching McHugh trying to keep the front wheels on the ground in the 23 machine. He goes to the high side of Shirley. Gets the job done and moves up another spot. Morosky still leads this one at the moment. Have a look at this battle with Lockie McHugh. McHugh, Morgan and Mann. The battle is second, third and fourth at the moment. Shirley trying to put the move on Lamborghini. Lambert holding him off at the moment. Here comes Archerfield. Goes to the boards. Gets around the outside of Anthony Lambert. Moves himself up another spot. He's got the Australia one in his sights. Lightning Luke on the boards. Morosky checks up a little bit. Brian Mann, we got a new leader. Brian Mann down the back straight. Morosky wants to argue the point. Morosky gets back in front of the strike. Brian Mann sweeps around the outside. Mann leads this one. Morosky, McHugh, Oldfield putting the move on Morgan. Has got himself into the top 4. 5 laps to run. 4 this time by from Brian Mann. 4 to go. Morosky still second. McHugh up on the high side. Settles down in a 3rd spot. Oldfield can see the leader right in his sights. 3 laps left to run. Can he do it? McHugh goes to the boards. Morosky down the bottom. Brian Mann checks it up. Morosky comes together. And that'll bring the yellows on. Brian Mann checked it up. Morosky hit the brakes and slammed into the side of the Brian Mann machine.
Hey, Macca, you might just want to ask Brett, but I get the funny feeling that 13 or 14th position can win that.
I'll check that with Brett once he's off the two-way.
Which means Lockie's in the prize seat.
He certainly is at the moment, but Luke's not going to give this up without a fight.
How lucky was Morosky not to go over?
Absolutely.
Brian Mann will hang on to the lead. It was Lockie McHugh, and then I think it's Luke Oldfield, is it not?
Certainly is in the top 3. Now we'll check this with Brett while we got him. Big fella, the question is, can 13th and 14th both? Yes, there you go. You are absolutely correct. So
McHugh and Oldfield are chasing Brian Mann for $2,000.
So the front row, anybody on that front row?
For an extra $2,000, McHugh and Oldfield are chasing Brian Mann with 3 to go.
3 laps left to run. Keeping an eye on the 2 boys, the 23 and the 17. But they've got the very experienced Brian Mann out front. Here comes Oldfield. Puts the move on Lockie McHugh. Slide job. And will move himself to second, but McHugh comes back underneath at the tower. Oh, you're kidding! Lightning Luke Oldfield has spun the Mud Buddy 17 and kisses $2,000 goodbye.
Yeah, and a podium.
And am I wrong in saying that's his second push start?
Yes, it is.
And he's gone.
He is. Infield. Infield, but you got to say,
what a show.
You got to put your hands together, Archerfield. What a show he's put on tonight. Absolutely.
Come on, Archerfield, make some noise for Luke Oldfield. Sensational drive from 14th up to 3rd, challenging for 2nd. He has certainly put on a show, both him and Lockie McHugh tonight. Lambert's not out of this either, and we go green. 2 laps left of the journey. Ash Media catching all the action. Brian Mann leads this one. Here comes McHugh deep into turns 3 and 4. 1 lap left to run for Brian Mann. McHugh now or never, 200 metres left to run. McHugh again on the high side, but Brian Mann will get the win. McHugh home for second over Morgan, Shirley, Kratzman back to Lambert, Woodsy, Lack, Titman, Britton. Then we go back to Corbett. Morosky made up a few. Christy Bonzi, Mitch Gowland, and rounding them out will be Davey Well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make some noise and welcome him back to Ozdeck Patios Archerfield Speedway. Your winner, Brian Mann. Brings the 16 machine to victory lane.
Who was 3rd, mate?
3rd place was Randy Morgan. Great
okay.
job by the 18-year-old.
Young Randy's still waiting to go across the scales.
Is he out yet?
He is.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your victor, And welcoming back Brian Mann. What a drive. Thank you once again, Trev, for all your help tonight, mate. Absolutely sensational. Another brilliant night's action.
Absolutely, and it couldn't be happier to see Brian in victory lane. It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely.